Hello and welcome back to my channel for another beauty related video. Today we are doing a decluttering of all of my lip products. So we're going to go through all of them, see what I want to keep, see what I want to part with. Anything that has already been opened that I am decluttering will not be given away to any of you. It might go to a friend if it's not too old. But it will not go into any type of giveaway for you guys. If it is completely unopened and unused and not old and I'm decluttering it, it could go to you guys. But I don't really think I have any of that in these lips. So let's go ahead and jump in. I have several different categories. I tried to get it all organized. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to start with the lip liners. So I'm going to move all the other stuff out of the way and we'll dig into those. Okay, so I have 16 different lip liners here, and in all honesty, I'm not sure if I'm going to part with any, but let's go through them together. I kind of organized them by the color type so that I could compare them to the others more easily. I don't use lip liner all that often, and it is one of those products that I feel like actually lasts for a very long time. I will have all of the starting numbers and all of that and all of the ending numbers at the end of the video as well. So if you want to know the total lip products I had versus each section, you can see all of that towards the end if that is something you like to know a little bit more. So let's just start with this side. So over here I have a Dragon Beauty lip job liner. It doesn't say a color. But it is like this brown. It is a pretty long pencil, and I have been trying to use it a bit more, but I really am not the biggest fan of pencils. Having to sharpen them and deal with that for some reason is something that I just avoid. So while I do like this one, it's also not a color that I use very often, so I'm going to see if any of the other colors are close enough to that to where I feel like I could part with it. I do have some things to use it with, but I'm going to hold off on that one because I really don't want to keep it, but I feel like I need that color. The next one I have is Ofra Cosmetics Lip Liner in Chestnut. This is a much deeper one, and it is one that I do enjoy pretty often. Really a beautiful dark brown. Then I have this one from MAC. This is the lip pencil in Stone. And this one I feel is actually probably too old to keep. I don't know if you can see that, but there's white around here. And while that could just be dryness, it could also be something else. And I know that I've had this for a very long time and I really don't get any use out of it. So I'm just going to be safe and declutter that one. Then I have this one from Essence. This is the 8-Hour Matte Comfort Liner. And it comes with an attached sharpener inside. And this is in Silky Hazelnut. This one I really do enjoy a lot, and I use it quite often. I'm going to put this, I think it's a little too, yeah, that one's a little bit more on the pinky brown side compared to that. This color is not one that I use often, but I feel like I still need it in my collection. So that one we're keeping. Then we have another NYX lip pencil in Natural. Oh, see, that is completely flat because it needs to be sharpened, and I just kind of don't do it. I'm going to put that one down here. That one is actually a shade that I use quite often. I need to sharpen it. Then also from NYX in Mauve. This one's going to be a little bit more pinky purple. Again, a beautiful shade. Then from Juvia's Place, I have Luxe Liner in Love Me. This one I think is actually pretty close to the NYX one. Let's see. Oh no, it's a little bit brighter. So a really pretty pinky mauve-ish color. Then we have another essence. This one is in Rosy and Nude. Well, let's see what that's like. Okay, that is actually really close to that NYX one. But they are kind of slightly different formulas. And this one, I feel like, let's see. Yeah, that doesn't have that much left. So I'm going to go ahead and keep both because I do really like that. Oh, I went way too high up on that one. Okay. Charlotte Tilbury. This was probably the most disappointing purchase I ever made. It is not a bad product. I was just expecting more. And in all honesty, it works just like the Essence pencils and the NYX pencils. Like it doesn't feel like it's a much better quality. And it's a very similar color to stuff I have. And I have to sharpen it. So let's put that down here. See, like, it is a little bit more pinky, peachy color, but it feels the same, it acts the same, and it actually moves around more. So while I don't love this, I'm gonna keep it because it was expensive. Yes, I did not pay full price for this, but even half off, this is still an expensive liner and I'm going to use it. Then back to Ofra Cosmetics. This one is in Plum. I absolutely love this color. Don't use it very often because I don't have much to wear it with, but I do love it and it works great. Then back to NYX. This one is in Sweet Tooth. This one's going to be a little bit more pink leaning, a lot more pink leaning. Again, this isn't a shade that I use very often, but it is one that I need to keep in my collection for when I do need it. Then we're moving into the reds. This one is also from NYX. This is Hot Red. And that has a bit of a pink lean to it, even though it is a red. And then I have from Moonlit. Is that what the brand is? In Corey, I think. This one I've had for a very long time. I believe I got this in like an Ipsy or BoxyCharm, and I haven't done those in a while. But it is such a beautiful red. It's just, I don't reach for it, but it is such a bright red. If I have one of these others that looks like that though, I might go ahead and part with it, even though it still looks fine, it still smells fine, and I don't think it's bad. Because I have had it for so long, if I have something similar enough, I might part with this one. Then back to Juvia's Place. This is in Ruby. This is going to be your deeper red. I don't know why I did that on the knuckle there. This is going to be a deeper, brighter red. Beautiful. Then we have back to NYX in Spicy. Ooh, that might actually be really close to this one. Let's put it right next to, oh no, it's, okay, so next to it, it's much more pink. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that. And then lastly, we have from Juvia's Place Wine. That is gorgeous. This is gonna be like your burnt red, like a brick red almost. Absolutely beautiful. So it looks like we're only parting with one from here. So that takes us down to 15. All right, now we're gonna do chapsticks and lip balms. And if you hear snoring in the background, I apologize. That is my puppy enjoying her best sleepy life. All right, we have here 17 chapsticks or lip balm products, and the majority of these I have had for a very long time, and it's just time to say goodbye. Okay, so I'm gonna start first with this one right here because I already know that this one I'm gonna part with. This is a Tony Tony Moly, I believe is how it's pronounced. This is their Lip Tone Lip Care Stick. I loved this product for a very, very long time. And while it's not completely used up, like there's still a decent amount, like a decent amount. I stopped using it because I found other things I liked better. Kind of. I still really like this, but I stopped using it for a while so that I would have it longer, and then I just forgot about it. And then when I went back to use it again, I felt like it didn't, I don't know if it got old and changed or what, but it didn't feel right to me. So while I would suggest this product if it's still for sale, I don't want to keep it in my collection anymore because it is just way too old. So decluttering that. Then this product here, I know I'm going to keep because I've been going through it, but I do want to use it up real quickly. This is a Glow Up Lip Balm in Watermelon Waves. It smells amazing. I don't love, well, it worked there, but sometimes this lid comes off of there, and so I have to really finagle it out. But it smells great. It works great. It gives a little bit of color to my lips, and I really do enjoy it. But it is, again, really old in my collection. It still smells perfectly fine, so I'm trying to push through and use it up. Then I have this one from e.l.f., and this is the Ride or Die Lip Balm in Just Peachy. I love the color of this product. The color of this is amazing. If it had a doe foot applicator, I would be keeping this. In fact, it would actually be gone because I will have used it all up. But it doesn't. It instead, you're supposed to use your hands, your fingers, and I don't use it because I have to use my fingers. So I love the color. I like the way it feels, even though I don't love the way it feels, but I love the color so much. But I just can't. I'm not going to use it. I don't think I used it at all this year unless I had it in a project pan, which I don't think I did. So I'm gonna just say goodbye to this because I will not use it. Okay, then I have these 4 from Burt's Bees. And guys, I don't think any of them got opened at all. Well, this one did. So these 2 did not get opened. So they are both this one's just a moisturizing lip balm. This one is a tinted lip balm. They're both unopened. I'm going to pass them on to a friend or a kid or something and see if they want them. But I'm clearly not using them, so they're going to leave my collection. Then I do have this one, which is a tinted lip balm in Magnolia that is opened, and I have used it. It's honestly, it smells kind of like Play-Doh, and so I don't reach for it, so I'm just gonna part with that. Then lastly, I have this one that is unopened. This is a lip shimmer in Peony. Again, it's unopened and I've had it for a long time, so I'm gonna declutter it, see if somebody in my friends group wants to open it and see if it's still good, and they can have it if they want it. Okay, then I have these 2 from CoverGirl. They are from the Clean Fresh line. They are tinted lip balms with hyaluronic acid. I have it in Made for Peach and You're the Palm. So this is the You're the Palm color, beautiful red. It's not nearly that red though. It's a very light tint. And then this is the peachy one. Again, it doesn't go on that color. It's very light. I do enjoy them even though I kind of forget about them, but I do enjoy them and they're still good, so I'm gonna keep those. Then we have my EOS chapsticks. Now for a while, these were my favorite chapsticks and I used them exclusively. I have since moved on to other things which I did not pull out of my purse. So I do have a little bit more than just this because I didn't have time to go through my purses and find all of those lip products. Sorry. So these though I have moved away from. I'm still trying to use them up because I own them. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to part with a good portion of these, and I'm going to see if somebody in my family wants them, if any of my friends want them, because they're still good. I just have found things that I like better, and I'm not getting through these nearly as quickly as I should be. So the one I'm for sure keeping is my favorite. Fortunately, it doesn't have a scent on here, but I think it's a watermelon-y scent. And that one's pretty low. I went through 2 of these, I think, already this year, so I did make good progress. And this one is my favorite, so I will keep that one. The others, I'm just going to open them up and smell them and see if I want them. This one's unused. Oh, that smells good. Okay, hold on. That one might be kept. Let's see. That one's been used. Okay, that one's a minty one. I will probably keep that one, especially because it's already been used. This one has definitely been used. You can see other lip color on it. Oh, but that has like no scent. Hold on. Okay, that one I think has gone bad because there is no scent and it's like oddly no scent. So I'm just going to declutter that one. This one has not been used, but also has no scent, so we'll just say it went bad. The purple one, again, unused, has a scent. It is like a little bit of a vanilla to it. I will see if somebody else wants that, so I will declutter that one. And then this pinky one, that one's been used. This one has, okay, this one's weird. This one has a light scent to it, but it also kind of smells a little bit like Play-Doh, like it's starting to go bad. So I'm just going to declutter that one. And lastly, this one has not been used. I don't think that one's been used, but it has like little dots on it, like it's going, like maybe it's growing something. And there is only a scent of like Play-Doh. So we're going to say that's going away as well. So we started with, what was it, 17 in here, and we are decluttering. So we started with, I believe, 17, and we are decluttering 10, leaving us with 7, correct? No, 6. Okay, so we started with 16, parting with 10 of them, leaving us with 6. I like this size much, much better. And like I said, there are some lip products still in purses that I didn't grab. So it's just what it is. Okay, now we're gonna do our bullet lipsticks. We have 24 products we are starting with here. And in all honesty, these ones are pretty much curated to what I like. So unless they have gone bad, I will not be decluttering from this collection. So let's start over here with these that are probably some of the oldest. These two are from e.l.f. They are in XO Red and Berry Sweet. They don't even say like the type or line that they were from. So they are definitely older. Okay, so this red one has kind of like a natural smell to it, if that makes sense. Like not quite dirt, but like maybe outsidesy. So I'm going to say that's definitely probably turned. So we're going to part with that one. All right, let's check out this one. This one still looks fine as well. Oh, no, that one straight smells like dirt. Okay, these have gone bad, unfortunately. How much did I use? Barely anything. That's sad. Okay. But that's good to recognize in our lives, right? Okay. Then I have these two, which I believe are also from e.l.f., yes. But they actually say what line they were. So these are the Seriously Satin. So I have them in Taffy and Pepper. Pepper is this beautiful, beautiful red, which I have used a few times, but not as much as I should have. It smells like absolutely nothing, so I still think that that one's safe to use. And then Taffy, beautiful, beautiful color. And that one, again, smells fine, so we will keep that. Okay, then I have from Sophia and Mabel. This one is in Weekend Getaway. This one I love the packaging of and the color, but especially the packaging. This is really, really old, and I think I almost decluttered this last round, but I just didn't want to. And you can tell like it's really keeping all the smudge marks. And yes, most of that, if not all of that, is probably just from use. But it's starting to look not great in my eyes. Yeah, and the smell, it's not bad, but it's not, there is a smell, and there really shouldn't be. So I think it's time to actually say goodbye to this one, which I'm really sad about. I would replace this one if given the chance. I really like the packaging, and I really liked the color. Okay, then from NYX, I have this butter lipstick in Lifeguard. And this one is a gorgeous red. Look at that. And that's all that is left. Like, I know that's still a decent amount, but like that is huge progress for a bullet lipstick for me. I absolutely love this color. There is no scent and it looks okay. So I'm gonna keep this, I think. It is definitely getting old. So I think this year I should really try to focus on using that. Okay. Let's go to these O for Cosmetic ones real quickly. They're just not in here because they don't really fit. So I have two of them. This one is in 106 Ruby, and then this one is 08 Beached. So Ruby is going to be a beautiful purple color, a little bit pink leaning, absolutely stunning. I don't wear this color very often, but when I do love this one. There is not really a scent, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And then Peachy is, oh, beautiful. It's not quite a great shade for my skin tone, to be honest. It does wash me out a little bit, but I also really enjoy it, so I still wear it. And there's not really a scent there, so I'm going to keep that one as well. Okay, next we have, let's see. Oh, this is from Milk Makeup. This is in the shade Skills. This one washes me out again, but I still wear it because I love the formula. If I could get more lipsticks from them, I'd probably declutter this one, but I love having this formula. Oh no, okay. That smells like straight up Play-Doh. Okay. I know that's not what that smelled like before, so unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and part with it. Okay, as I'm looking at it closer, I am seeing that it's starting to sweat as well. So it is definitely, unfortunately, time to part with this one. This one I've had for a while. I love the packaging. It's a magnetic close. It's just, it feels like great quality, and it's really stylish, but it needs to go. All right, next we have from, is this L'Oreal Paris? Yes, L'Oreal Paris. This is in Volcanic 410. And this one, look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful color. And I have made decent progress on that one, I feel like. Yeah, that one still has the weird perfumed scent. For some reason, this particular line from them was very scented, and I don't understand why, but it still smells just like the scent. It still looks fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that for another year, I guess. Go here. Okay, then I have this one from NARS. This is in Raquel, and this one is another shade that tends to wash me out, but I love the packaging and I love the formula, so I'm keeping it and using it every once in a while. It still looks okay. I don't see really any sweating. It still smells fine. It does look like it's starting to get a little dry maybe, so I might try to use it a couple times and see if it's too dry, and if it is, then I'll part with it, but if it's not, I'm gonna keep it. And this one as well has a magnetic close. Then from CoverGirl, yes, CoverGirl. This one is in 495 Orange AF, and this one is beautiful. Again, not necessarily the best color on me, but it brings me joy, so I keep it and I wear it. It looks really good, actually. And it smells just like it's supposed to, so I will be keeping that one. Okay, then we have this one from Essence. This is the Hydra Matte Lipstick in 405 Berry Special. This one surprised me. Not only the color and the formula, but the packaging is actually a really decent quality. Like the top part here does feel lightweight and very inexpensive, but all together as a piece, it feels really good. And this whole part here feels really good. And even the mechanism for turning it up feels really, really good. This one seems a little bit more moist, and I do remember it being a little bit more on the moist side when I first bought it, so I'm not too worried about that. Looking at it, it seems okay. Oh, it still has that beautiful scent it comes with. Their scents that they pick make no sense to me. Haha. Anyway, but I'm gonna keep that one as well. Then I have some from MAC. Let's go with this full-size one. This is 813 Mocha from the Satin Lipstick line. And this is just a very beautiful taupey brown. This is the shade that looks the best on me in this type in a brown. And it looks really good so far. I think it smells okay. It doesn't smell off. I don't think they had a scent, so I think that this is fine. Then I have these two mini sizes from them. I have it in Chili, and this is the matte lipstick, and in Russian Red, also a matte lipstick. The Russian Red, yeah, it's beautiful. I've never used it, but it is gorgeous. And it smells fine, and I really want to try it, so I'm gonna keep that one. And then the Chili is more of an orangey red, and I have used it I think like once, maybe twice. It's beautiful, but I just forget about it. And it also smells fine, so we're gonna keep that. Then, what's this? This is from Context, probably something I got in an Ipsy or BoxyCharm, in the shade 116, Tears Are Falling. Oh wow, I have never used this. Okay, why is there only that little bit amount when that looks like a full size? I don't know. It smells fine and it looks really pretty, so I'm gonna keep it and hopefully get to use it. Then we move into the Bare Minerals, and I do have a couple here. So this one is Fortitude, Abundance, Confidence, and Courage. I do have a fifth one somewhere because I have double of one of them. I don't remember which one, but let's go with Fortitude, which is going to be our purpley color. Okay, so this one is actually looking like it might be starting to sweat a little bit. And it has, unfortunately, not the greatest scent to it. So I'm sad that I need to part with this one because, like, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually quite a few dots on there. And, like, sweat points is what it looks like. And with that mixed with the smell, I really like this formula and the packaging, though. So probably going to replace that one. These all I kind of bought separately, so hopefully they're not all bad. This one is Courage. This one is a beautiful red. That one does have some of those sweat, like little dots on them again. Not nearly as many as the other one did. Let's see. Oh, but that one smells more Play-Doh-y, so I think that one has to go as well. Then we have Confidence, a really light pink. This one has even more of those little dots, and it's even up on the top. That one doesn't smell as bad, but it has more of the dots. Are they raised? Oh yeah, they're raised. Okay, I'm gonna part with that one. Oh no, I'm really sad. Okay, and then Abundance. This one is beautiful. Why do they all have these dots? That one smells like Play-Doh too, and I know that these did not smell like that. Because they have that scent, I'm not even gonna bother looking into what those dots are. I'm just gonna part with them all, unfortunately. And I think what I'm gonna do going forward with Bare Minerals is just buy one or two when I don't have a shade anywhere near it in my collection. That is really making me sad because those are not cheap at all. Okay, next I have from Smashbox in the shade Legendary. This was a sample size that came in something, and this one is beautiful. Smells fine, looks fine. We will keep that. I'm really annoyed with those Bare Minerals, to be completely honest with you. All right, then from Morphe, this is in Fortitude. I think this is an orange, right? Yeah. This one I've only used a couple times, so the imprinting of the M is still there, but it still looks brand spanking new. It still smells fine, even though I've had it for longer than those Bare Minerals ones. Is it because Bare Minerals maybe uses better ingredients? I don't know. All right. Lastly, we have from NARS. This is a sample size or a deluxe travel size in Orgasm, because of course it is. And this one, that sparkles. Yeah, that's sparkly. I've never used this, guys. I've never used this, and it still looks great. Still smells fine, so I am keeping that. Wow, that is a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be. I'm honestly kind of sad about this. I'm not joking. I'm really, really sad about this. Let's see. So we started with 24 bullet lipsticks, and we are parting with 8 of them, meaning we are only left with 16. And honestly, I'm okay with the number. I'm not okay with the fact that I had to part with all of my Bare Minerals. Like, that makes me really, really sad. I love these. I love the product. I love the feel of them. I love the way they work. I love the color. I love the way they moisturize my lips. That's probably why they're going bad, because they are moisturizing. Okay, so I really need to keep that in mind when I eventually go and buy new ones. Okay, we can move on now. Let's dig into this. We're gonna do all of the liquid lipsticks. So this isn't just all liquid lipsticks, so let me take everything that's not out. Okay, these are all liquid lipsticks or things that work pretty much like a liquid lipstick. Oh, that's not it. And that's a gloss. Okay, these are all products that are liquid lipsticks advertised to be or kind of work similarly to a liquid lipstick, so I'm just going to do them in here. If you saw one of my latest videos, I went through and swatched all of my Ofra Cosmetics, so I kind of know what I want to do with those, and I'm just going to right off the bat declutter these two. These were the ones that were really, really dry, and I tried to use them for a couple times, and they just didn't work. So this is in Bel Air and Old Lost, I believe. So I'm going to for sure declutter those. And then over here, I like this sparkly one. I don't need all of these. I need to declutter. Okay, so I want to keep the sparkly one. I think these two are the same. Yeah, these two are the same, and they're not a shade that I wear that often. So I'm going to keep the one that looks the best, which is this one. This one I will declutter. Do I have any others? I don't think I have any others that are too close to each other to keep, or like that are drastically. I think I'm going to, because I just used these, and these really shouldn't, because I just tested them all, they really shouldn't have the separation going on. that several of them are having. So all of the ones that are having the separation like this, even though I literally just swatched all of these and like tried to use them up, I'm gonna go ahead and part with, because that just tells me that they're really drying out and or there's not much left in it. So I'm gonna declutter Manila. That one's okay. Canyon. Oh goodness, that one's real bad. San Paulo. That one's bearable. And that one's bearable. Okay, so only keeping those. That's like half. I like that. Okay. Then over here, these 4 I am keeping. Yeah, I'm just going to keep these 4 because they're fine and they work great. And I just am. Okay. Then moving up here, we have, let's start with this one. This one is a very old one in my collection. This is from Revlon, and while it doesn't say a liquid lipstick, I want to say that this came out kind of close to the time where liquid lipsticks started to become popular. And this isn't exactly that. It's a little bit of a gloss and liquid lipstick, but I don't wear it. Like, I not only forget about it when I go to look in my collection for something to wear, I ignore this one completely. So I'm gonna part with this one. Then for the Superstay Vinyl, which again, it doesn't say it's a liquid lipstick, but it's so similar. I have this in 50, which is Wicked. I've only used it a couple times. It works okay, and I do, when I need a color like this, I will reach for it, so I will keep that. Then I have this one over here. It is by Pink Lips, I believe. This is in the shade Cherry Bomb, and I did enjoy using it. I forget about it, and when I look at it again, I kind of ignore it, even though it's a beautiful color. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it that I don't love, so I'm going to part with that. Okay, then I have this one from Victoria's Secret. This is in Red Hot. This one is pretty old, and oh yeah, this one's actually a gloss, not a liquid lipstick. Is that why I don't use it? Do you know what? Okay, I'm gonna make sure this gets moved to my glosses, and I'm gonna keep it. So it's being moved. Did I do a count of these? I don't think I did. So we'll update that at the end. I'm moving that to my glosses. Okay, over here is Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade Starfish, and it's been laying down like this for a long time, so I don't know why it is perfectly settled as if it was standing straight up and down. That's kind of concerning to me. I don't know that I've actually ever used this. Oh no, I don't think I have. Like, that is clean. Interesting. It smells okay, but that is dry. That is like, no. No. I don't even think I've used that, so we're just gonna declutter that one. Then I have these 3 from Stila, and while I don't wear liquid lipsticks as often anymore, I really do enjoy this formula. And so I think as long as the formula is fine and it smells fine, I'm still gonna keep it. Yeah, it still smells fine. It still looks like the same type of formula like it was supposed to be. So this one is in Verona. Then I have Lido. I don't know. Yeah, that one's fine. It's a bit messy, but it's fine. And then finally in Besso. This one worked amazingly. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep those. Then this one is Bare Minerals Gen Nude in Addicted. I don't wear this type of shade very often, but it was really pretty. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks like it's consistency-wise good, and it smells fine, so we'll keep that one. Then I have this from NYX Lip Lingerie XXL. This is a black, and it smells fine. We're keeping that. keeping it for like special, like Halloweeny looks, or I don't know, something random. This one, I loved this formula. This is from Kat Von D before it was switched to just the initials. And this is just a travel size, and this is in Ruthless. That looks fine and smells fine, so we'll keep that. I do believe that this is pretty far down. Like, I don't think there's much left in this, so I want to try to get through that. Then I have these two from Rare Beauty. I believe these are the only products I've ever tried from Rare Beauty. I have it in Strengthen and Inspire. Let's see, so Strengthen. So far, consistency looks good. The smell is fine. All right, we'll keep that one. And then this one. Oh, this one doesn't even look like it's ever been used. Oh my goodness. That one looks fine as well. So we will keep both of those and definitely try to focus on some use on these. All right. Then we have these from Maybelline, New York, and this is back when I opened them, and these were all opened June of 21, which means that I really should be considering, like really considering partying with them. So this one is in 105, in Explorer, and it's this really crazy looking blue. It still looks consistently fine. Oh no, that smells very strange. Okay, we're gonna part with that one. This one is 25. This is number 25. This is a beautiful orange. Why does that smell like bubblegum? I can tell you it did not smell like bubblegum before. So we're gonna part with that one. And then this beautiful bright pink, number 30. Oh no, that's like a mixture of bubblegum and cleaning supplies. No. Okay, starting with that. Oh my goodness gracious, that got so much smaller. So we started with 29 liquid lipsticks. And we are parting with 12. That's a huge number. So that means we are left with only 18. I actually am really happy about that. I really am. This one I agree with. Okay, we're starting with 16 lip glosses. These are things that are strictly lip glosses, not things that are kind of gloss. Oh, wait, no, I lied. Okay, we are starting with 21 lip glosses. I believe, for the most part, this is all my lip glosses. I do know that I have one or two of these in a purse somewhere, and one or two of the butter glosses in a purse somewhere. And I have one or two yummy glosses in a purse somewhere. So this is where I'm starting from my collection, not including what's in any purses, okay? So let's start over here, because these are standing up, and I left them standing up because they had been standing up and they were able to show progress. So this is the Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss from CoverGirl. This one is in the shade Peach Out. I absolutely love this one, and I have gotten some really good progress in that, and it's amazing. So we're keeping that one. Then I have these three from, what are they? Rimmel London. They are the Stay Glossy. At least two of them made it into different project pans this year. I believe one of them is even in a project pan that at the end of the year, and no matter what, it gets discontinued. These have been in my collection for a ridiculous amount of time. Yet every time I go to declutter them, because they haven't gone bad yet. Well, I haven't opened them yet to see. But every time I go to declutter them, they end up staying in my collection because they are beautiful and they feel great. But here's the thing. I just forget they exist. And when I reach for a gloss, I forget that these are glosses, even though they're in the gloss spot. So like, I just forget about them. So let's look at this one that has the most use in it. I believe it's because it was in a Project Pan this year. This is in the shade Down to Gloss. And this one was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful sparkly brown. It smells like how makeup used to smell. And so I don't think it's a bad smell, but that just right there tells me that this is such an old product. So I am going to go ahead and declutter this one. The next shade is Captivate Me, and this one is separating. I can already see that. So I will, no matter what, also be parting with this one. It's a beautiful pink sparkly shade. It actually has no scent, so parting with that one. And lastly is this orangey color in All Day Seduction, and this one was a favorite of mine. But again, I just forget about them and didn't use them much. And this one has that old makeup smell, like that old school makeup smell. So parting with that as well. Then I have this one from Laritzi Cosmetics, I believe is what it's called, in Aurora. I sometimes use this to top like liquid lipsticks that are a little drier, and it gives a little bit of a shimmer. I don't use it by itself, so I don't get much use out of this, but it is really, really pretty. But I don't get much use. I do not get much use out of it, and it's getting thicker and thicker, and while I'm sure I could fix that, I just don't want to. So I'm gonna part with that one. Okay, then back to this Victoria's Secret one in the shade, oh, I knew I saw it, Red Hot. Again, I think it's just because it was in the wrong spot that I forgot to use it. It smells fine. I'm going to keep it, especially because I don't have a red gloss. So this one, this is the last one. I used to have at least another, but I think 2 others, and I got rid of them. This was from CoverGirl. This was the Katy Perry collab that they did many, many years ago. It's so cute. It has a little cat on top, and I don't even like cats. But it was the Katy Cat Gloss line. This particular shade is Indigo Cat. And this was such a fun line. Really well done. Beautiful purple shade that's completely different from anything in my collection. But it's definitely smelling like not quite Play-Doh, mixture of like Play-Doh and dirt. So it's time to part with that, unfortunately. Then I have this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Slicks Lip Gloss. And guys, I'm pretty sure I decluttered this before, and then I just couldn't part with it because I had nothing else like it in my collection. And when I want this color, this is the perfect color. But this is such an old product. Such an old product. So I know I should part with it. Oh, no. Okay, now that smells bad. Yeah, no. So that unfortunately has to go. But this, guys, this one was so fun. It was in the shade 544 Sinless. I loved this one. It just brought me so much joy. I couldn't wear it very often because it really didn't go with much, and I don't typically do pinks. But this one was a good one. Okay. Then we have some of the lifter glosses from Maybelline. This one is in 002 Ice. This one I don't really wear that often. I've maybe worn it like 2 or 3 times, to be completely honest. But it still smells fine, and I should start using it more often, and yeah. So I will keep that. Then I have it in 009 Topaz, and this is the one... This is one of the ones that I believe I have a second one in a purse somewhere. This is one I use very often. Absolutely love it. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it. Then I have it in 003 Moon. This is another one I have multiples of and will definitely be keeping. It's beautiful. The packaging is also really good in these. And then lastly in 016 Rust. This one I don't think I have a second one of. I do like this, but not enough to get two. It's a little darker, but I really enjoy it. Okay, moving into the NYX Butter Glosses. The NYX Butter Glosses are some of my favorite formulas, okay? These two are new this year. This is the Butter Gloss Bling. I have it in two colors. I have it in this orangey color, which is Shimmer Down. I absolutely love it. And then I got this one. She's Got Money. And like I said, I don't do many pinks, but this one was so fun. I had to keep it. So keeping both of those. Then I have the non-shimmer ones. We'll go like this. And I have this one in Cream Brulee. I'm keeping that one. And then I have it in Orangesicle, beautiful orange. And then I have two browns. I have it in Praline and Ginger Snap. This one's pretty dark for me, but I do enjoy it. So keeping all of those. And lastly from the line, I do have one of their Christmas collection ones from this year. This is Sweet Slushy. It is so fun and really fun to put on. So I'm keeping all of those. And then the last two are from Ofra Cosmetics. So these are both so completely different. And I think as long as this one is okay, because I parted with this one that's really similar to it, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one, but let's open it up and check the smell and everything. I did use this not too long ago, so I do believe it's fine. Yeah, it just has the red because I use this as a topper over liquid lipsticks. Yeah, that smells fine and has great consistency, so I'm going to keep that one. This one, I'm not sure I've used much, if at all. This is 5 Mint 10 or S Mint 10. I don't know, it's a weird name. And it's got sparkle to it and it's more of a brown color, so I don't really use it as a topper. It has good consistency still. Oh, okay, and it smells like mint. So that's why the name is minty. Okay, so I think it's darker than this and lighter than this, okay? And it's nowhere near any of these shades, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Okay, so for the lip glosses, we started with 21, I believe. Let's see, 21, and we are parting with 6 of them, which is honestly it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So that leaves us with 15. I like that number for glosses. I think that's really, really good. Alrighty, we have here 15 lip oils. I'm pretty sure the majority of these I had last year because last year I went through a lip oil phase and bought a lot. And I've made it through a couple. I've stopped using some like these two I decluttered into my gifting drawer, and then somehow they made it back into my drawer. So yeah, okay, so we're starting with 15. And we're just gonna start with the elephant in the room, which is these 4 in a Ziploc bag. So these 4 are from Clarity Cosmetics, and they are beautiful colors. The packaging themselves is really, really nice. But I have a problem. I cannot figure out what it is that I am allergic to in these products. And I don't even know if it's in these products or if it's like what these products are made of, like what the plastic is made of, what maybe there's a glue somewhere with like the stickers or something. I don't know. There is something that my body does not like, because when these are out of the Ziploc, and this also goes for the eyeshadows, I get really, really red when I am too close to them, and I get swollen, and I've narrowed it down to these specifically, to anything from Clarity Cosmetics, which is really, really sad because I was really looking forward to another new brand in my collection, and I did use these a few times and loved the color I just, unfortunately, there is something, and it has to be with the packaging because it's happening with this and the eyeshadows, and they can be completely closed, and I'm still feeling it. So there's something, I don't know what, but there is something that makes my whole face get really red and swollen, and it's even happened on camera a couple times with the eyeshadows. So unfortunately, these four are immediately leaving my collection, and I've kept them because I've kept them in a Ziploc bag, and was going to make sure to declutter them with this. I want to say this 100%, I have not figured out what it is that I am allergic to or reacting to, because I've never had this happen with any other brand. And I do not think that there is anything actually wrong with the products, and I do not think there's anything wrong with the company itself. There is just something, it has to be in a glue or the plastic or something that my body just does not like. So unfortunately, these four have to leave my collection. Okay, moving on to the KAB lip oil. This one is in lime. This was in a 2-pack with a lemon one. If you guys have been around here for a while, you know I loved that lemon one, and if they ever bring the lemon one back, especially on its own, I will be buying stock of it because it was my favorite, and I still think about it quite often. This lime one I don't like. It's not terrible, so I kept it, and I've been trying to use it, but I don't like it, and so I never reach for it, and so it's time to just go ahead and part with it. Then I have this one from Milani. This is the Fruit Fetish 190 Blackberry Agave. Absolutely love this one. I won't be buying more unless I'm actually actively going to be using it, because I do feel like this is a product that will go bad a little faster, but so far this one is still really good and works great. These two, like I said a minute ago, I decluttered and they somehow made it back into my collection. They're just not for me. The actual doe foot, even though it kind of looks like it's going to be a little bigger, it's actually really teeny tiny, really skinny, really hard to work with because it's so tiny. It does not grab a lot of products, so you're constantly going back in, like to get a good coverage, not even coverage, just to get a lot on my lips, a decent amount. I had to go in like 4 times, and the actual formula itself, while not bad, especially for the price of $2.99, it was nothing special, and so it needs to leave. So those are still sealed, so I will see if a friend wants them real quickly before parting with them in other ways. Then I have the NYX Fat Oils, and I don't love them. If I'm being completely honest, I like the colors, but I don't love them. They're kind of stickier. They're kind of not very great for me, but they are good formula. Like, I actually feel like they hydrate. So I have this darker color, which I believe this darker color or this red is new to my collection. One of these is. Does it even have the color? I don't even think that these have the colors on them, but they work okay. It's not annoying enough to part with, but I just don't love them. So I am going to keep it though, because nobody's going to want these used, and there's plenty of product in them to keep them. So these two for sure I'll keep because they're looking great. But this one, I noticed when I pulled it out, is very separated. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is really, really separated. So I'm going to give this one, and this one actually says its name. That's Shake. And this one is Newsfeed. So this one might be the new one, I think. I'm going to give this a shake, see if I can't fix it up a little bit. But if it stays pretty separated, I'm going to have to part with it. So let's see. Oh, that got like real thick, and it's not shaking, it's not moving. Let's see. It doesn't smell bad, but like it's really separated, and I can't get it to move around and connect and like go back to what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go ahead and part with this one because I just don't feel safe using that. I will say, I think the packaging is really cute. It just is. All right, next I have this one from Fantasy Cosmetica. This is their Warlock one. It's fine. It's nothing super special. It used to smell like mangoes. I guess it still kind of smells like mangoes, but much lighter. So I think I'm gonna have to put this on like in my everyday makeup so that I can use it, because I do think that one's gonna go bad probably the quickest out of all of these, but it's not bad yet. All right, next I have this one from Juvia's Place. This is Sweet Orange. I don't love it. I honestly don't love it, but I'm not gonna part with it because it's fine. There's not much of a smell left to it. The last time I used it was just a couple weeks ago and it felt fine. It's really thick and it doesn't give color, so I need to just use it to give hydration. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Then I have this one from e.l.f. This is their Glow Reviver Lip Oil in Jam Session. And this one I remember not loving because even though it's not advertised as a plumping, it kind of gives a little bit of a plumping effect. It's not like terrible though, so that's why I kept it. It smells like mint. And it does have a decent color, especially for a lip oil. So I am going to keep that one. And lastly is the Cranberry Essence Lip Oil, or the Cranberry Tinting Effect from Essence. This one I was shocked by. This one I actually really like a lot. It goes on me very, very clear and then ends up with this beautiful pinky color. Of course, it's a lip oil, so it's not going to be very much coverage, but it is really nice on me and hydrating. I don't love the doe foot, but I do really enjoy this product. You can see I've gotten a lot of use, like it's all the way down here. So I am definitely still keeping that one. So we started with 15 lip oils and we are parting with 8. With 8, which is amazing. Kind of sad for the budget, but very good. Very good that I am recognizing what I have. So we are left with only 7. And I think 7 for lip oils is a good number. Honestly, I think I'd like to see it go down to 5 or less. Okay, here we have 11, we're going to call them the lip pencils section. They're not liners. You can use them all over. Sometimes they're called a pencil, sometimes they're called a crayon. I believe all the ones I have here are crayons. So we're just going to start with the Honest Beauty ones because both of these I believe are actually in my Out the Door in 24, where if whatever wasn't used, they get decluttered. And so these are automatically going to be decluttered. So these are Honest Beauty. I do believe that Honest Beauty has been closed down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I had it in Sheer Rose and Strawberry. They were fine. The products themselves were beautiful, beautiful colors, but they were so messy and they broke so easily. This red one I never ended up using. It's definitely getting very sweaty looking, but it was beautiful. It looks like great packaging, but the packaging actually led to them breaking so very easily. So I am decluttering both of those. Then very similar to those are the e.l.f. versions, which I do believe the e.l.f. ones came out earlier. They are in the shades In the Nude and Movie Star. In the Nude is pretty light for me, and so I have been thinking I would declutter this one, and it is kind of smelling like a crayon. And I think because it's a color that really just washes me out and doesn't give me joy, I don't have a need to keep that, so I'm going to part with that one. Then for this red one, which again was Movie Star, I've used it a couple times but not too much. It looks fine, but it does smell like old, so I'm going to part with that one as well. I don't gravitate towards that thicker to those bigger jumbo pens. I do gravitate to this size though. So right here we have these 4 from e.l.f. and these I reach for very often. But we're going to talk about these 2 really quickly because these, I swear to you, are the same. Okay, so they look like 2 different colors. They even have 2 different, but they look like 2 different colors, but they have the same name of wine. So I think that they reformulated maybe the shades, but they're both really pretty and so close to each other that I wear them both equally. And I know these are both fine because I just wore them both recently. So keeping those. Then I have this one in natural, which is a lighter pink, but it is not as, it doesn't wash me out nearly as much as that other one that I am parting with. So, okay, this one is pretty dry and does kind of have a bad scent to it, so I am going to go ahead and part with this one, which that's okay because it's pretty light, so I don't really use this one that often, but this one I know is fine. This one is in Berry Sorbet, beautiful pink color, not one I reach for often, but often enough to where I know that I like it, and it works well and smells fine. Then we have this one from Revlon. This is their Color Stay Matte Light Crayon. This is in, let's see, She's Fly. This is a really fun orange shade that I do wear often. And then I have this one from NARS, which I don't wear often, but I really enjoy. And this is in Dragon Girl. This is their Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. And isn't she pretty? I need to get a sharpener that'll fit this though, because I need to sharpen this. I think I said that the last time I did this declutter as well. And then I have something brand new to my collection. Wow. What happened there? That lid did not want to stay on. Oh my. Why does that lid not want to stay on? Okay, so this is new to my collection. I got this in a Trend Mood box, which was my first Trend Mood box ever. And I got not the newest one, but the one before that. And this is from Thrive Cosmetics. This is the Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon in the shade Joe, which is a pink mauve. And I've not even opened this to see anything about it. Okay, looks good, looks good. It does say that the end is a built-in sharpener, so let's check that out. Yep. Very cool. Oh, that is really pretty. And I think that that's dark enough that that'll look good on me. So I'm definitely keeping that. But I'm going to keep it in the box until I actually use it. That way I'm aware of how long I'm taking to open things that I bring in. So we started with 11 lip crayons or pencils, and we are parting with 5 of them, leaving us with 6. And honestly, I'm okay with this. This is the only one that I'm kind of sad about, but not really because it wasn't a color I use very often. Yeah, I'm good with this. Okay, now we're getting into smaller categories because they are weird. You'll see what I mean. So first we have lip stains, like actual advertised lip stains. And I have here 4 different ones. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not parting with any of them, but I'm just gonna talk about them real quickly. I have 2 from CoverGirl. These are the Outlast lip stains. I have mine in Crimson Glory and Plum Berry. They are like these marker type things. And while they're not my absolute favorite, I do like the color. I do like the nostalgia I get from them because this is stuff that I'm used to from way back when. And I do like these colors. I probably will not buy more because I think that these 2 colors are perfect for my collection and I don't see me using them fast enough to need more. Then I have this one from Wicked, from REM Beauty and Wicked. This is in Tulip Field. This is a beautiful lip stain. Oh, and it's made in Oz. Tulip Field lip stain made in Oz is the color. Okay, the packaging on this, guys, is beautiful. The packaging is what sold me, 100%. Absolutely stunning. And the color itself is gorgeous. It doesn't work as good as I was hoping, but it is good enough that I will keep using it, and it is such beautiful packaging. So even the box is beautiful. That's why I keep it. I have used it a couple times. So keeping that one. And lastly, we have this one. I don't know how to say this brand. Okay, so it is SACHEU. It was popular on TikTok for a while, but I haven't seen it really advertised anywhere else. This is a peel off lip liner, Stay In 07. Get ready. Beautiful packaging, to be completely honest. I was very impressed by the packaging. It feels great. It feels higher end, and it is a beautiful color. It goes on real dark, and then you peel it off. It's fun. It's definitely tricky though, because if you get it off of where you want it, it's real hard to clean up, so you have to work pretty fast with that. But I am keeping those 4. Then I have 3, which I consider my lip treatment section. I use this Ordinary lip balm as a lip treatment because while I love the shape of this, I don't actually like this type of applicator, and the formula itself is nothing special to me, but I do put it on at night, or like if I need something a little extra. Then I have this Apple and Bayum, I have no idea. This is a glow lip mask. I loved the smell of this, and it worked pretty well. It's just something that I have to use my fingers for still, and I just use it so sparingly because of that. It still smells fine, but I'm going to show you right there. I don't know if you can see in there. Hopefully you can. But it looks like there's like something growing in it. I haven't used this in a while, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like there's something down in there. Oh, something's coming out. Nope. This one's going away. I'm not dealing with that. Okay, so that's being decluttered. I liked it, but it needed a doe foot. Okay, then I have from Burt's Bees. This is something I keep. Okay, this isn't the one I keep rebuying. Where is my other one? So I have it's probably on my nightstand, the overnight lip treatment, and that one I keep rebuying. And then this one is the conditioning lip scrub. This one I've used, I think, a couple times. Yeah, I've used this just a couple times, and it works okay. I don't like the scent of this one, and I think because of that, I just don't reach for it. So I am going to go ahead and also part with this one. I do keep buying the overnight lip treatment though. So started with 3, parting with 2, only 1. Okay, this next section is, I'm just going to call it my random lip section. All right, we have here 14 different products, mostly from NYX and e.l.f., but there's a couple others in here. So let's just get started on this side. So starting with NYX, we have a soft matte lip cream. I thought this was going to act closer to a liquid lip. It didn't. It was like liquid lip slash thick lip gloss, and so I'm still practicing with it and still figuring out how I want to use this, but I do like the color, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. That is pretty new to my collection. Then I have 3 from, I believe this is a new line from them, or newer. This is their Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream. And these ones are beautiful. They work much closer to a liquid lip, but the way they feel on the lips are so nice. I was not expecting it at all. Like when I first put it on, it feels like a really thick, like creamy gloss, and then as it dries down, I pretty much don't feel it. So my favorite one is this orange color, and this is in Kitty Belly. Absolutely love this one. But then this fun one is Onesie Funsy. It's a fun pink. And then, of course, a red in Cherry Cream. So I'm definitely keeping these, and I think everybody should try this out once. Just get one and see how it is. I think it's really fun. Next, I have this Flexi Stick from Ofra Cosmetics. I don't understand what this is supposed to be, because to me, it's very close, very, very close to the liquid lipstick, but yet it doesn't stay on nearly as long, and I don't know, it's just weird. And for me, the color just isn't amazing. This is in Slush, and I've had it for such a long time, and it is kind of drier now, so I'm gonna go ahead and part with this one. Okay, then let's jump over here to this one. This is from CoverGirl. This is an old product. This is the CoverGirl Lips Smoochies Lip Balm in shade Party Girl. This is such an old product, and it is one of my favorites. It is that random pink color that I never wear that just brings me so much joy. But I did say at the beginning of this year that if this one was not used up, it would be decluttered. So this one is going to go away. It does smell pretty bad now, like it's time. But it was such a fun, beautiful color, and I got a lot of use out of that. So not too sad, because I feel like I did use it, but I'm sad because I'll miss it. Next, I have this one from Ulta Beauty, and I haven't had a chance to really give it a fair try on my lips. I moved it from my blushes to my lips because it is the Twist Tint Lip and Cheek Tint, and I was not going to use it as a blush. I tried it, I hated it as a blush, so I do want to give this a couple more tries on my lips before I form an opinion. So if I'm not loving it, I won't rebuy it, but I think I might be able to use it. Okay, then we have these. These are the NYX. These are a mouthful to say. So these are the NYX Slick Click Fat Oil Lip Balms. That is a long name, guys. It's such a long name, okay? So I have these two. I think I have a third one somewhere, because I thought I had another shimmery, or maybe I declutter. Maybe I put that one in a giveaway instead. I don't know, but this is what I could find. So I have it in That's Major, and this is the one that I originally bought. I cannot push it up to show you how much is left. Why is there a hair? I cannot push it up to show you how much is left, because this is one of those products that once you push it up, it will not go down. But I do think, based on the hole that's starting in the middle, that I'm getting close to the end. I don't love this because of the mechanism and because it's such a messy formula. It works okay, it's a beautiful color, but it's just, there's too many things going against it, so I would not personally rebuy this. And the only reason why I have a second one is because it came in the NYX advent calendar that I opened, and I wanted to try the shimmery one, and I do love this color. Unfortunately, it does have the same issue of being quite messy, and once you click it up, you can't put it down. So again, I would not buy these again, but I'm not going to part with them. Now, the ColourPop Lippy Sticks. I don't suggest them to anybody. The packaging looks good. It doesn't have a clicker down here. Instead, you have to twist this. This does twist back down. However, I have seen some people say that theirs breaks very easily, and so once it's twisted up, they can't twist it down, but mine has not had that issue. This formula is so bad. It is so bad. It is a beautiful color, but it is so messy on your lips, like ridiculously messy. I've even tried it with lip liners, and it still goes everywhere. Everywhere. And I can't handle that. And then it's also, I've only not been using it for like a couple months because I was trying to get some use out of it before I decluttered it. But I stopped using it a couple months ago. And I don't know if you can see, but that looks so dried out now. And I tried using it the other day, and it's so uncomfortable. It goes on now kind of dry, but it's still so messy. It like reactivates itself. So this one I am decluttering. I do not suggest this. This was in Infinite Best. It was a beautiful color, but I cannot handle that formula. Okay, then from NYX, I have this high voltage lipstick in number 15. This one, I like this formula, but it dries me out, or not dries me out, it washes me out because it's a bad color for me. And so I don't use it very often. And it was part of a decluttering series where if it wasn't used, it was being decluttered. So this one is going away. Then we have this one. This is one of my favorite new lipstick finds or lip product find of the year. This is from Clinique. So it's not cheap, but it is beautiful. This is their Almost Lipstick in Black Honey. So this is not a new product. It is just new to me, and it is beautiful. This is a beautiful color, a beautiful formula. I absolutely love this to death, and I bought a second one to do as a giveaway. So be sure to be looking out for that. Now, I do want to say, I do not know if e.l.f. makes these anymore or something similar to it, but this is the e.l.f. Sheer Slick, and this one is in Black Cherry. And I need to tell you that these are very, very similar in feel, in texture, in how long they last on your lips. In fact, the e.l.f. one actually does last longer. The color is very similar. The price points, this one is a much better price. This one is more hydrating, and this one has a better looking packaging, and this one just feels better. But this one is honestly perfect and drugstore pricing. So if this one is still being made, I do suggest getting this, especially if this isn't on sale. If this is on sale for 50% off, this is still going to be cheaper. So honestly, if this is still around, I would do this. Color-wise, they are so similar. I will swatch this real quick and see if I can show you. On my lips, I will say they are very similar. I've not actually done it on my hands. See, and the e.l.f. one actually has a better pigment. So on my hands, they're not as similar, but really and truly, they are so close to each other on my lips that, like, if this is still being sold, I would buy this. Now, I am decluttering this one because it is pretty old in my collection. I've had it for a very long time, and I did say at the beginning of this year that if these two were not used, they would be decluttered. So I do have the Black Cherry and the Golden Pear. I absolutely love the Golden Pear, and I got some good use out of this one. The Golden Pear is a little drier, not as liquid, but as soft, but it does have better pigment to it. But I used it as much as I could this year, and it's just time for these to also be decluttered. So we started this section with 14 items. We are parting with 6, leaving us with 8. Okay, on your screen right now, it should show you the total number of lip products that we started with. And then we're gonna look at how many we decluttered today. I was not expecting to declutter this much. So let's take a look at what we did. I'm going to recount these as I put them away, but this is either 57 or 58 lip products that I am decluttering from my collection today. Some of them have just been in my collection for such a long time, and some of them just didn't last very long in my collection. I think I have learned through this and through my recent years of being here on YouTube that I know what I like, and I need to stick to only buying what I like. And then the things that I want to try out, like the new formulas, I need to just buy one instead of buying multiples. The things I am most sad about are these Bare Minerals ones, but it makes sense because they are moisturizing. They have extra of that type of ingredient in them, so I should really buy them when I actually need new lipsticks. Whew. Okay, so again, on your screen is going to have our starting number and our subtracting number, leaving us with the total amount of lip products I am still left with, which is a significant drop, but is still a significant number. I do not want to have to get rid of this big a number again, but at the same time, I do want to continue to curate a collection that I am actively using. If you like this type of content, if you want to see project pans or me trying out new makeup or more declutters, or if you're just looking for some makeup giveaways, which are coming very soon, be sure to go ahead and subscribe, give this a like so I know you like this content, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.